Did you finish all the drink or not?
Yeah. Every last drop.
Really?
6 tinnies.
I was fine, like,
and 2 bottles of cider.
I was more tired than it, like. I was actually surprised I even stayed up that late.
It didn't get, like, you know, at any point, it wasn't like...
it was just
all
like...
quite nice, relaxed
I could have happily probably just stayed out there for what I was feeling.
Exactly.
This is Big Brother. You are reminded that your nominations must be your own choice and must not be influenced by any of the other housemates. Under Big Brother rules, you must give full, frank and valid reasons for each of your nominations. You are reminded that Cameron and Lisa are exempt from being nominated this week.
Ooh, special.
Cameron is still required to nominate fellow housemates.
Oh, yeah.
You will be called to the diary room in alphabetical order. Would Cameron come to the diary room?
This being the worst of them, probably.
Promptly, Cameron, promptly.
Cameron,
Let's get this over and done with.
Done with, finished.
I've got a horse to
finished,
look after.
Over.
1,000, 2, 1,000.
It's not pleasant.
It's not, is it?
What's that?
It's not
I'm not
pleasant.
even involved.
Can you sense the unpleasantness?
Tense.
The first person I'm nominating this week is Noosh. In real life, something that annoys me is when people have a bit to drink and they labour a point too much, or they go on about something and they repeat themselves. And since coming back from the Big Brother Africa house, obviously there's been alcohol in the house, and I've experienced that annoyance with Noosh. Last night, talking about the bullying subject, and each time it seemed to be closed, it was opened back up again by using the same line, you know, repeating the same story. And like I say, in real life, that's something that ticks me off really badly. The person I'm nominating second is Ray. Again, in real life, I'm a stickler for the rules, and Ray's flouted numerous rules in the house, and because I try hard not to do it, it annoys me when somebody doesn't try not to break the rules. I don't know even if that's right English or whatever that I've just said, but I hope I've made my point.
Is it you next, Goss?
Me next.
Weird's coming on.
I'm a bit snacky now.
Oh, I'm definitely hungry. I'm starving. Snacking at the word.
Yeah,
I need some grub.
What are we doing for food?
Let's have a sausage sandwich just a minute, or...
Do you know what I like? This is disgusting. Do you know brinjal pickle?
Brinjal
I
pickle?
have
What's
cheese
that?
and brinjal pickle.
What's in that?
Green it's
stuff,
like an aubergine pickle, and it's lovely. It's not like sour or anything. It's quite.
Oh, sounds nice. Relatively quick, Cameron. Very good.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
What?
So I did that with a padlock, and that's how I lost half my tooth. And I know people that have lost an eye from doing things like that.
It wasn't necessarily going to happen to me, though, was it?
No, but
I know more people who've done that and it's not happened to.
No, I know, but it really... I saw it and it made me feel sick.
Would Goss come to the diary room?
I hate
thanks,
people do that with a
I was
knife.
just concerned, that's
So
nice.
that, flicking it. We're not actually trying it, but just doing that, I hate people when they do that.
I was in work not long ago and I was playing with scissors. And I just realised that I'd cut into the top of my finger. I was like...
Have you ever stapled yourself?
Yes. I was on the phone playing with a stapler and I stapled my thumb properly.
Yes, well. Right.
think he's finding it more difficult to be in here. I think that's why he seems to be breaking the rules, which is a bit frustrating because you know what the rules are, but he just has a tendency of always trying to bend them or break them. And then when you try to explain to him that you know, he is breaking a rule and he shouldn't be doing it, it doesn't sink in sometimes. He's not a child and he's an adult and all, but we're not the ones that are making the rules, it's you guys. And you just got to stick by them and not try to break them all the time, and then you won't get yourself in so much trouble. And then it kind of like sinks in, but it doesn't, and he just kind of like just carries on with the same argument. You just think, okay, well, whatever, man. The second one is Nush, because she always seems to cut in the middle of a conversation and take the conversation away from the person that's talking and focuses it on herself all the time, which is getting to be a little bit annoying, because when somebody's talking you should really listen.
Can you provide an example of this?
I mean, it's like when you're just talking general chit-chat about certain topics. I don't know, it might be something to do when you're working in, I don't know, wherever, and something happened, and she'll just say, she'll just stop, oh yeah, this happened when I was there, and basically this happened when I was doing this and this and this. And sometimes it's a bit difficult for you to carry on the conversation because it's taken over. Just starts focusing on herself. She's a little bit selfish.
I tell you what is nice is an omelette with cheese and sweet corn sprinkled into it.
I might have a cheese and tuna toasty.
I am. I'm going to have a tuna melt.
If you
I'll get a few
mash
tomato
up
soup.
a tin of tomatoes
Every
into the
omelette
tuna,
thing
it makes
away.
it nice and wet.
And that would still be quite nice on toast.
Yeah, that's what I did last time.
Definitely.
What was it?
You went here. You know, you
Oh,
had
yeah.
cheese and toast. I always put vinegar all over
See,
fish
actually
fingers.
in
All
here it
over.
says you must nominate giving your full and frank reasons.
Yeah.
It doesn't say full, frank and valid.
I think it was.
Later
And
it says
also, I don't think
if any housemate is
full
deemed
and
to be
frank,
holding back
they
a
seem...
valid,
I
it's
don't
only
know
if you hold
what if
back
your
a valid reason that they
reason
get
is
with
full
you.
and frank for you.
Yeah, but bearing in mind they are watching us. They know if you are not giving a full and frank
They're
reason.
lying.
They're monitoring us. There's never a moment
Big
when
Brother
you're not
reserves
being
the right
watched.
to change the frequency and numbers of evictions at any time.
Well done,
You
Big
did well then, Goss.
See, it wasn't that bad.
Bad, mate.
Did you get a formal warning?
Not
I
saying.
thought you were going to get a formal warning.
Not saying, man.
Don't worry about them.
Is it you
Feeling
next,
hungry,
Nush?
Goss?
Huh?
Feeling hungry? Going on
Really,
lunch after
man.
this. Late lunch.
I'm just going
You
to get
guys
on
do
with
that
it
fish
and
thing, or
stop
you
being
eat
so
it?
meh about it all.
Well, no,
Yeah.
we do tomorrow. Omelette or It's quite toasties. late.
I think
Not
I've
too
cracked
late.
it this
What
week.
we
I'm
got
going to be...
Tomorrow? Oh no, tomorrow's only Tuesday.
What have we got?
We're speaking tuna, soak of omelette or soak of toasties. Spinach.
Yeah, we
Would
have that.
Nush come to the diary room?
We have it spinach. I've never seen it like it before. Big leaves of spinach it is.
Or are you making a shepherd later on? Or no, shepherd's sheep.
Cottage.
Cottage.
Oh, yeah.
My first nomination is Steph. I don't think we've bonded massively. And I think that's because of something that we've spoken about, our creative tension.
Can you please elaborate what you mean by creative tension?
I suppose in some ways it's it feels like an air of competitiveness. Sometimes I feel like she wants to do one better. I think it's because I'm quite independent and I'm not used to being told what to do, sort of thing. The stupidest example I can give is Steph was doing lunch, some sausage sandwiches, and I just came in to put some mustard on, and it was, Steph, I'm doing lunch, and I went, no, I want to put some mustard. No, how much do you want? I'm doing it. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, I can't do my own sandwich, sort of. This isn't a big thing, but I do feel it, you know, a little bit like, I can do it. I'm grown up. I'm nominating Goss because we'll be talking as a group about things, and he won't give an opinion this way or that way. He'll just sit, and that's totally cool. But sometimes I would like to hear what his opinion is, you know. And I think he's of the opinion that, you know, don't say anything at all in case. I don't know why. He's oversensitive. That's what it is. Kind of a good quality to have in a guy, but sometimes it's a little bit of a. It's frustrating because you want him to just chin up. Do you know what I mean? Or join in and don't fret so much. You know, it's kind of harsh nominating someone for that, but you've told me off for not giving good reasons, so I'm trying to be meaty and.
Be my house. This is the B now.
No swearing, you're live on Channel 4.
You're live on Channel 4.
You're weird going out and
Just
later.
launches into it.
You're weird when you're leaving
No,
later.
Steph.
Tanya.
Votes are in and have been verified, and I can reveal.
And actually saying it, your name. You're saying your name in your head.
And you don't even hear it. On the sixth person, you're just going, Steph.
Yeah.
Believe the Big Brother house is, and you may as well have a drum roll.
Yeah,
And it went for ages.
Good.
So
It was okay.
good.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Done.
I've never even I've ever seen.
Get the alphabet wrong just for once. Let me go next.
I wasn't too long, was I?
No.
I was going on being rrr. I'm going to be rrr.
Is that what you said in there?
Well, yeah, not rrr like horrible or anything like that, but like, come on, girl, don't be like. This is like. Do you know what I mean? Has everyone decided what they're eating? You know what? I'm in the mood where I want to eat something, but I can't be bothered to make it.
I might have cheese. I might have cheese and beans on toast.
Oh, because there is beans open, isn't there?
I don't know.
Oh, the tomato
Cameron.
open as well.
So there is.
To go with the tuna or whatever, if you still want to do the tomato in the fridge.
I might have tuna, tomato, and
Would
cheese.
Ray come to the dining room?
What's for tea though? This is the thing, because I'm wondering if like
Pie.
you're on pie,
No, are we?
Yeah,
Could you-
cottage pie.
or you can't eat
Shit,
kosher pie.
course, meat.
But I wouldn't. Even just I'd have like a salad, but obviously there has to be some tuna or something left. Something like that.
Oh, well, I won't
Hey, big
eat the
rock.
tuna then, because we can eat it later.
No, but there's 2 tins. That's what I'm saying. Depends how many you have in it.
We'll leave it. There's cheese in anyway. Cheese and that's like 2 main fillers together. You don't need that. You can have one or the other. Do you know
Well,
what I
no,
mean?
you could have
Pay
two.
extra in a
There's
shop
enough
for
because you don't need much on the salad.
You're making
do
that one,
Just
Scott.
like flavour.
You're making
I
that
fancy
Do
a
I
salad.
I made 2 meals
Do you fancy
yesterday.
salad? Do you fancy
Who's making
salad?
that one
or
in?
not?
I'll do it.
Okay.
My first nomination is going to be Nush. I haven't thought of I didn't have a reason until last night when we were all sitting around having a few drinks. We were all asking each other questions. Lisa was asking us some questions, and we were asking Lisa some questions, trying to get to know a bit about her. But every single time, and for most of the night, as in like for a good solid 5 hours, Nush would kind of jump in all the time and kind of say, "Oh, but I remember me, kind of I kind of thing," and it would start to annoy me a bit. And then I think when it came to just myself, Scott and Nush staying up, I was asking Scott some questions, like I was trying to get his opinion on some things, and Nush would still kind of jump in. And I was actually surprised I even stayed up that late, because I was kind of getting a bit wound up by it. My second nomination is going to be Goss. The reason I'm voting Goss is because for the last week and a half, he's been a bit off with everyone. I think he's starting to feel the strain of being in here. He misses home, he misses Stacey, and especially on Sunday when he missed, yesterday when he missed her birthday, you can see the kind of, a bit, the pain in his face kind of thing, like, you know. Me personally, I hate to see him like that. As I said, I know what he's like from the first couple of weeks where he's been, like, you know, really kind of chatty, outgoing, blah, 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 all this kind of thing. And, I even noticed, like, last week or so, he hasn't kind of talked to me as much, like, you know. And I just feel like, you know, if I go over and talk to him, he'll bring me, you know, he'll kind of put me down as well, like, kind of thing, like, well, as in, like, you know, kind of spirits-wise.
Oh, I know what I'm having. Bubble and squeak. For lunch.
That's a nice idea. Do you know what I like? Shepherd's, mince pie. beetroot.
Oh,
I love beetroot.
it.
Cheese
I
and
love
beetroot
beetroot, yeah.
sandwiches.
Pickled onions.
Oh, beetroot. You're
I
right.
think it must be the vinegar.
Cheese and
way.
Spanish onion
I
sandwich.
I like it.
with the mince and tatty.
I like
Well,
making
with
my
it.
potatoes go pink.
Same here, Noosh. That's exactly why I like it.
Oh, I've
And
not done
horseradish as well. with
I don't
everything.
like beetroot with mince and tatties, but with shepherd's pie, well, with cottage flipping pie, get it, mash it up, and I'm at a big dip in the middle, pour in the vinegar out of the beetroot jar, and mix it all up till it goes pop.
I like
Come
that.
on, Raimundo.
Pie.
Beetroot is quite a Polish, because it's all peasant food.
Borscht.
Borscht, we call
Is
it,
it
yeah.
borscht?
And we have
It's
little
quick, so.
wild mushroom parcels.
Taking any longer.
Lovely.
You're not messing around today, do they?
As I said, like, just go in there and you just
Just gotta do it,
you ask
yeah.
your time, kind of elaborate on whatever, like so.
I have the tiger.
So
And then we get the beetroots out the soup, and you wait for them to go cold, and then you grate them, and then you mix them with a bit of horseradish.
Yeah.
Would Scott come to the diary room?
And he's off like a
I
whippet.
know why they
The
have
just give me the
assassins.
quickest.
My first nomination this week, as hard as it is, but that's how it is Goss. In the last week or two, last week in particular, Goss has withdrawn himself a lot from the group. I wouldn't go so far as to call him moody, but he certainly seems very melancholy at times. He doesn't particularly seem to be enjoying himself in the house anymore. I get the vibes that he wants to, that he almost wants to leave. He just doesn't seem like he's having a particularly good time anymore. He's not entering into conversations as much as he was. He doesn't seem to be having as much fun as he was. So for that reason, I would nominate Goss because, as I say, I think he's withdrawn from the group a lot and seems. When someone's withdrawn from the group, it's harder to talk to them, harder to have a laugh with them, harder to do anything with them really. And I just think that Goss is not enjoying it, and therefore, his mood may rub off on other housemates, and they may not enjoy it, and that's not a good thing. The name of my second nomination is Steph. I'm sorry that I have to nominate Steph again, but this week it's particularly tough. We've got a choice, and we've got 2 out of 4 people we can actually choose this week. So for that reason, well, not just for that reason, but I feel that I will choose Steph. I just feel that everything is a little bit forced between us. We're getting on because we have to get on, rather than we just get on. I mean, maybe, Big Brother, maybe I am reading too much into it, and maybe that's not the case, but I feel that when I'll be having a conversation with other members of the house, or when we're all having a discussion, she'll quite often speak over me and say, yeah, but Scott, but each their own, or something like that, do you know what I mean? Like, she'll come in and I will be making a point about something, and she will stop me from making the point. I think she's a bit harsh with me, and other people remember having a go at me about, not having a go as such, but she noted that I didn't seem to have opinions and arguments. Well, I think there's other people in the house who were like that, but I was the one that she chose to say that to. For instance, Goss doesn't very often come into a discussion with his point of view, but we were all sat there in a group, and it was me that she picked on to bring that point across, nobody else in the group. And this was a few weeks ago when there were other members in the group who didn't speak up.
Somewhat easier to explain.
Last week I had to go back.
now also one of them could be
Something else, I can't go back to it.
one of them could be harsher than the other, and it's good to get the harsh one out the way.
So,
Because at least then you've got that one over and done with, like, kind of thing.
Have we got a shovel?
no,
We don't have a
we're
shovel.
going to shovel, have we? We need to have some rubber gloves as well.
A shovel would be really helpful, or a scraper for the chicken thing.
They got you, did
They
they?
got
I'm
you
just
today.
saying, did you go in 2 thingy and then they're just trying to pull more?
Did you change your mind while you were in there?
You just pulled more questions out.
No, because you can sit here and say, I'll just say something, but I'm not going to say something that's not true.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
That's
right,
why. So I know you're saying you should try and be harsh, and you should maybe get you out, but you can't say stuff that's not true, can you?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Goodness, great ball of fire.
Oh, I just want to get in there now and do it.
Steph, please come to the diary room.
Thank God I want something to eat.
No, I'm starving now, man.
Wow.
Lee Marvin.
Porridge was like...
Triple deckers then.
What was it like?
No, what I mean is it's gone. It was
Oh,
good.
God,
I was saying
sorry.
it was like eating a grain of rice.
Yeah, it was hours ago.
Even though it was
when
in-
you've been drinking the day before, you need more food for your
God.
belly.
This is Big Brother. And any subsequent discussion with Big Brother regarding your nominations in the diary room are confidential.
I'm talking about porridge. So yeah, porridge. No, it was good. It was good. Bubble and squeak. I'm going to use an onion.
On purpose.
Would Steph come to the diary room?
That's really weird.
Go on, Steph.
This is the quickest one.
There's less of us.
Less people, yeah.
What's the time?
5 to 4.
Steph, please could you give the name of your first nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
My first one is Ray, and I'm picking Ray because I think that he torments chickens, which bothers me, for no reason, and doesn't have any respect for them. My second person is Nush, and the reason why I'm picking Nush is because on Saturday evening when Lisa came, we were all sat round and we've been chatting for ages, and she said, nobody's talking to me, and I thought she obviously wanted the limelight on her, and I thought that was quite a sort of insensitive thing to say, considering Lisa had just come, and the fact is Lisa sort of was the person who all eyes were going to be on Lisa that evening because she was new and we were all chatting obviously to find out more. But I thought tonight isn't all about Nush. That night was all about a new housemate arriving who was Lisa.
Finally, can you please confirm the names of the two people you have chosen to nominate?
I've chosen Ray and Nush.
Thank you, Steph.
Cheers then, bye.